is watching. This is what he tweeted. This is truly a sad day for me. Bad enough I had to miss first take because of this damn dental procedure, but to miss the show when both my boys, Kendrick Perkins and Michael Wilbon, are in studio on the day I was scheduled to be in studio, I almost cried. He threw in a "you too, Shay" there at the end just for good measure. Damn, this sucks. See y'all tomorrow. So we hope that he is off to a speedy recovery.
Feel better.
Yeah.
Dental surgery.
Yeah, dental. He's had a few.
Hope it's not a root canal.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow and he's resting and feeling better. I'm keeping these dudes in check, though. Don't you worry.
Absolutely.
As always. All right, back to the NBA. Frustrating loss last night for the Knicks as they faced the Atlanta Hawks. They led by 12 entering the fourth quarter. Before the loss, New York's offense dried up in the fourth, scoring only 15 points, with 10 of those coming from Jalen Brunson. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves came back from being down 19 in the first to even the series with the Nuggets at one game apiece. Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray combined to shoot 2 for 12 in the fourth quarter in the loss. And so now we have two Game 2 losses. Which was more detrimental to the series? Was it the Knicks or was it the Nuggets? Wilbon.
We've seen the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Denver Nuggets in a playoff series. This happened a couple of years ago. Weren't they defending champs when that happened? We've seen Minnesota do this, so we know it's doable. But essentially, yes, there's some cast members who have changed, but essentially the same nucleus. I don't believe, and I picked Atlanta to win Game 2. I wasn't picking Atlanta, and I'm not picking them to win this series. I don't see the Knicks, Perk, losing that series. I see them making the adjustments they have to make, as we talked about, getting Karl Anthony Towns as involved as he was in the first half, Shay, maybe playing both those bigs since Mitchell Robinson was so good early in the game and they didn't go back to him. They can make those adjustments. Help Jalen Brunson so he's not on an island defensively. Yep. Those are all doable things, and I see the Knicks doing them and getting at least one of those games back in Atlanta. I picked Denver at the beginning of the season to win the NBA championship. Not OKC and not in a repeat and not San Antonio. I think they was going to have to. Denver was going to get back there. They have not been that team so far. And Minnesota can beat them. I think the Nuggets are in a little bit more trouble than the Knicks are, Shay.
Okay, so more detrimental than Nuggets for him. Go
So
ahead.
we had a conversation last week on this show addressing James Dolan comments. James Dolan comments basically, you know, is to the finals, championship, or we go ruffle some feathers.
Right.
The Knicks are on the clock, right? It's not just about this series, which I believe that they're going to get through. It's not what they did, it's how they did it and how they're looking. I expect the Knicks to come out looking like OKC, Boston, and the Spurs, at least defensively. If you're a legit title contender and you're coming out, you want to prove to the world that you really want that smoke and you got it on your mind, then you're locked in defensively. It's starting with Jalen Brunson. Teams not just going out there and guys are not going out there licking their chops and telling you about it post-game that I want you, picking on you, and having big-time moments in Madison Square Garden. This has been a problem all season long. Identity crisis. Can Mike Brown get Karl Anthony Towns involved? Can their defense stay consistent against great and good teams? The answer has been hell no. It's questions now, and you walk around the city, and guess what people are saying? And I miss Tom Thibodeau. Oh, you miss Tibbs. The same Tibbs that you was complaining about. So you run them out of town, and all of a sudden you come in this new offense, and you got Mikal Bridges, and obviously Stephen A. bring up how much they gave up to get him. He has underachieved this season. They are on the clock. And last night should not only put the Knicks on notice, but it put the rest of the world on notice that, hey, are these guys front runners? That was the biggest statement. The Atlanta Hawks, a young squad, I get it. C.J. McCollum was thrown into the deal for Trae Young. All of a sudden, he's looking like the best player on the damn floor.
Looking like he was.
He was. And I love C.J.
Yeah.
But then again, you ask yourself, you have OG, you have Mikal Bridges. is one of you guys go lock the hell in and lock up and take ownership of this matchup? You know what I mean? So, again, it's so many question marks. I saw a play, and I love Rick Brunson and Jalen Brunson. It was in the game one. The Knicks had a double-digit lead. The bench was playing well. Mitchell Robinson was in there. They was getting stops. Guys were playing with passion. I thought Mike Brown should have rolled with that lineup and closed the game out. And all of a sudden, I see Rick Brunson get up from the bench and run to Mike Brown and tell him, let's make a sub. And then Jalen Brunson come in the game. All of a sudden, they close the gap, and the Knicks end up winning, but it shouldn't have been that close. And so when I saw that, I said to myself, I didn't really like that particular moment, because if it's about team, then you go ahead and let that ride out. And if you're Jalen Brunson, when they come to you and say, hey, you know what, come on in, you should have said, nah, give them a couple more minutes, because that's what Kevin Garnett used to do. I watched him do that to Doc Rivers. Nah, Doc, they rolling, let them cook. That's what I want to see. To me, it's too much individual agenda basketball that's being played with the New York Knicks. Hero ball. That's not going to cut it.
This is their window. I mean, I didn't realize the Dolan comments about essentially that's essentially a championship or bust statement,
Final
right?
or bust. Final appearance or bust.
Final appearance, okay. And the bar is beating Boston because they did it. We just saw it. Can they do that again? And the Celtics look like, Perk, they got vengeance in mind.
You see them, huh?
Okay, yes, we are ready for all of this, at least the way they looked. And granted, I mean, the Sixers, probably couldn't even beat Atlanta in a series right now, the way they're going. So some of this has to play out. But it's a curious thing. Like you, I think the Knicks will figure this out and win this series, and whether it's 6 or 7 games. But this Minnesota-Denver thing is a real rivalry. The fact that they went after each other after the game like that, Perk, that reminded me of aughts basketball in the 90s and 80s basketball.
And it wasn't just one guy. It's constantly. And you could tell. Think about 2-3 years ago when they had Jamal Murray throwing heat packs and throwing temper tantrums at the referees. He couldn't bring the ball up the floor. Like, it's been smoke there. But that's what you want. And they're not shying away from it. And again, going back to that series, I had Minnesota picked to win. I got Minnesota picked to win this series in 6, but we gotta start holding Jokic accountable defensively. Yeah. I mean, it was horrible what he displayed last night. I mean, they was getting bombed. You could tell he was the focal point of the game plan. They have zero rim protection whatsoever. And they got to figure that out, because they're going to continue to put him in action. But listen, this series is going to be a brawl for it all. The one thing I will not do is count Jokic out to get his numbers, because you still will look up and he's still going to have a 25 to 30-point triple-double.
I appreciate it, man. He's not afraid. He's like yelling at him in his face. He doesn't care. Speaking of in your face, let's get to a quick take here. The Cavs have an interesting situation going on here. The don't blink cam. They blow a leaf blower in fans' faces. It's a competition. How long can you last without blinking with a leaf blower in your face? What is going on?
Who thought of this?
You know what's crazy? I would actually win this competition, because it's no different than how I sleep at night. I got a box fan blowing in my face.
But your eyes are closed.
No, but I'm saying, but before I go to sleep, the fan is on for about an hour, and I don't blink. I would actually, if they put up enough money, I would enter this competition.
Do we have a leaf blower around here somewhere?
I will win
this
it.
This is crazy.
This is why I go crazy about the marketing people. You pay somebody to come up with this. Either this is just the biggest waste of time ever, or it's brilliant. It's one extreme or the other. I don't know which it is.
What if there's something that blows in your eyeball? Like, this seems unsafe.
By the way, I was going to say, what do you have to sign?
Right.
What kind of waiver do you have to find, because your eyeballs are out of your head?
Like, what if there's debris in those damn leaf blowers? Like, this doesn't seem like a good idea. But Park's like, sign me up. Where's the leaf blower?
Anything with air, I'm good.
What's the price tag on the money that we win if we keep our eyes open? Cleveland, well done. I think this was actually a genius idea, because look what we're doing. We're talking about it, so it was smart. Coming up here on First Take, LeBron and the